going on, my lovely Leos? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, my love. So it is Thursday, November 20th when I'm recording this. But whenever you guys find this reading is when it's meant for you. Keep in mind, my loves, it could be your energy that I'm picking up on or the energy of someone or something around you. All right, so Spirit, what is going on with the sign of Leo right now? Past, present, and future. Starting with the past. And this is for, again, all Leo placements. So what is going on with the sign of Leo? Starting with your past. All right, guys, so we have the Two of Cups. Beautiful. Let's get two more. The Eight of Swords. And we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay. The energy here is the World card. What do we have underneath this? The Six of Cups. The Hermit reversed. The High Priestess reversed. Okay. Leo, it's clear to me that there's something that you were blinded by, or maybe something where you blinded somebody else. Okay. Because I see there was something that was very close to your heart, very close to your soul, something you were very tied to, like closely tied to. But because of your tie to it, you weren't allowing yourself to see the true reality of it. And I think that something happened that in a sense it smacked you in the face with reality. Okay. And it's just like, shit, like this is what I didn't want to see. And with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, it's like everything feels like it goes sideways and you're like, damn, like I really got to be done. I really got to leave this in the past. I didn't realize that something was the way that it was, even though deep down inside I might have felt it. Okay. So there was something where I just feel like you didn't want to see a truth. You knew it, but you know, you were hoping that you were wrong. You were hoping that, you know, something could have been justified or something didn't happen or something wasn't the way it actually was. Okay. So we have the Two of Cups. So why is this here for the past? We have the King of Swords and we have the Knight of Cups reversed. So yeah, like you're unhappy that you have to become so cold towards something because it's like, damn, you had a lot of love for something or you just had such an attachment to something. All right, and you were trying to be patient. You were trying to see if someone or something would get better, and then ultimately you just had to turn your back and protect yourself. Okay, and that made you or someone around you upset that this needed to happen the way it did. But with the Hierophant here, you guys were supposed to see the truth so you can really get on the track that you're supposed to be on. All right, because something, it's a you really didn't want to see the reality of what something was. We have the Temperance card reversed. And the High Priestess reversed. So the big thing about this, Leo, is that you really had such a feeling. Okay? Or maybe this was, you know, maybe you tried to warn someone about this. All right? Maybe your spirit was trying to warn yourself about this. But yeah, you really had such a strong feeling. All right? Your spirit was off in a sense, but for some reason it was hard to like put a nail in a coffin, if that makes sense. Like I just keep hearing ignorance is bliss, ignorance is bliss. If I just pretend it's not happening, then we're not gonna fight about it, then it's not real, then it's not a problem. But it got to the point where you couldn't pretend anymore. All right, and this is a situation, Leo, that you guys did a lot for this. You did so much for this, and you ultimately had to move away because something was just too unstable. All right, something here goes to shit. Why is this Wheel of Fortune reversed here? We have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, mind over matter. You had to become cold, or you had to become strategic. All right. There could have been a harsh closure of communication or no communication at all with this, but you had to move away again from something that was very unstable. All right. You had to accept the reality with this Four of Cups reversed. Okay. So let's talk about the present moment. All right. So we have the Hanged Man reversed. Yeah, you guys are realizing that something would be so forced if you kept holding on. All right. The Knight of Wands reversed. And we have the King of Cups reversed. And it's something, you know, I know that this is going to vary for a lot of you, but for the majority of you, this is something that deep down, again, you were aware of. So the fact that you may not have made a decision or a choice as soon as, you know, that you could have, because again, you did have some sort of awareness. You could feel like, in a sense, you played yourself with this. Okay. But something was just so forced. Like, this could have been with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it feels to me like you had something or someone around you that just was playing in your face. All right? Or it was just something that it was taking you for a ride, and not a good type of ride. Okay. It's like somebody didn't want to believe something to be real. Someone was hoping they could get over some sort of road blockage, but then they realized it was more of a permanent blockage with whatever this was. So let's look at the Hanged Man reversed here. Queen of Wands reversed, Knight of Cups. Some of you could be really pissed off at a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone's pissed here, though. Okay, someone really wanted something to go in a certain direction. And it's just like you're seeing the reality of it, but this was something that you were building on, and now you have to completely reject it. Like, look at the difference of these energies. Like, before, you know, this guy's going inside. It looks like he's doing something for these two. And it looks like it could be the same guy here, right here. Like, oh, now you out in the cold. Now you suffering. Now, you know, you're in shambles. All right. I feel like something went from, oh my God, come over, to, I swear if I see your face again, it's a wrap, you know? So, like, there's just something that's not welcomed anymore. All right, and now your center card, your central energy, is the Knight of Wands reversed. So why is this so important, this Knight of Wands reversed? We have the Devil card reversed. Let's get one more card here. And we have the Six of Cups. So yeah, this is something you're closing out. This is something from here on out, Leo. It's just going to be a memory. You're walking away so that you can be true to yourself and start on another path. And I see another path for you. But you're just letting go of something that I feel a lot of you were emotionally invested in. And it could have ended very harshly or abruptly. Somebody could feel very betrayed. But there's definitely a huge imbalance here. Okay. I feel like you were getting played with in some way, shape, or form. So why is this King of Cups reversed in the present moment? We have the Five of Wands reverse. Yeah, you just don't have fight in you left for this. Because this is something that's debilitated you so much. It's caused so much conflict in your life. So you had to make the final call that this is not the path for you. This is not the way for you. Okay. There is going to be success coming in towards you. All right. But it might be hard to feel it because of the severity of whatever fallout you just had. Okay. But there is something that you were around that wasn't supposed to have the inside scoop on how you were going to reach success in a certain area. So I just feel like there's something that may have been ripped out of your life. So you can act accordingly without the wrong person, place, or thing finding out what you're up to. Okay? There's something where I'm hearing Spirit say this wasn't for their ears, this wasn't for their entertainment, this wasn't for their enjoyment. This wasn't for them, it was for you. The Hermit card reverse. And guys, like, you're going to have a breakthrough in a way that you don't even see. With the Seven of Swords and the Hermit card reverse, like, there's something that Spirit even wanted to reveal from you. Okay, because timing is everything. Sometimes if we know about something a little too early, it could ruin it for us. All right? Let's say, for example, someone has like a project and they say it's going to take them about 3 or 4 months, and they're busting their ass and they could be nervous or worried, and how's this going to work out? Am I going to be able to pull this off? Okay. So there could be a case where it's like, they just work until the last minute, and it's like, oh my God, everyone's clapping, like, what an incredible job. Or you could have someone, like, let's say, a psychic of some sort goes up to them and they're like, no, you're definitely going to get this done. So you could chill, you can relax, you're going to get it done. So the person's like, oh, okay, I'm going to get it done. And they kick their feet up, and, on a Friday night where maybe they would have worked, now they're, going to a club because this person said it was going to get done. So there's something here that I feel like Spirit is not exactly telling you how it's going to end up, because it's all part of the process. Everything is timing. And I've seen this in readings many times before where someone's asking a specific question and I'll answer, and I'm like, listen, the cards are going to say all right, but it doesn't exactly want to reveal why, okay, or how. But just know by this time you're going to be good, all right? Because again, guys, everything is timing. Sometimes if we know something good or bad prematurely, it can make it, worse, all right? But yeah, there's something that you needed to end. There's some sort of conflict that Spirit wanted you out and wanted you to, be independent from before you had this knowing. Because whatever you were part of wasn't supposed to have any inclination towards what it is that you're about to do. Okay? So going into the future, what can we expect for the sign of Leo? We have the Four of Swords reverse, that aha moment. Oh, now it makes sense. All right, so that's exactly what this means here. The World card, and it changes everything, guys. With this World card here, it closes out a chapter. Something really good comes in. You understand why everything had to happen. You had to understand why you had to go through such a harsh chapter. We have the Ace of Swords reverse, and we have the Nine of Wands reverse. So yeah, anything that's been problematic in your life, you guys are completely releasing it. And once you do know exactly why you had to go through what you went through, it's going to help you tremendously in staying away from anything like that, like in the future. All right, this could have been in regards to love. All right, but there's something where your heart was like kind and tender towards it, and you have to close your heart off. You have to become cold. Okay, so tell me about this Four of Swords reversed. You have the Four of Pentacles. So again, you have that aha moment. And with the Four of Pentacles, after that aha moment, again, it helps you to protect yourself from what no longer is serving you. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. There's something that you're just realizing, like, look, if I keep giving this excuses, if I keep prolonging this, if I keep trying to be understanding, okay, it's just going to screw me over more at the end. All right? And Leo, we've spoken about the Leo switch so many times. You guys are capable of doing that, all right, when you need to. So the fact that you gave this so much grace, like, that means a lot, just me as a reader looking at it. Like, you gave something way too much grace. If you think about how much grace you've given whatever this is, like, I don't think you've extended that amount of grace to other people, places, or thing in the past. Like, I think something kept getting a pass. All right? So maybe you messed with something that heavily, but there's no justification for it anymore. You're letting it be done. We have the King of Pentacles. I see a lot more stability in your life, in all areas, wealth included. All right, this is a life changer. Game changer, rather. You walking away puts you in a very stable position. Your money goes up, your stability goes up. The way you feel within your home, that feels better. But although, again, initially something may have hurt for you to walk away from it, you're dodging a major bullet by doing so because you're getting rid of a huge conflict. Okay? You had to throw the towel in. You couldn't keep fighting something anymore. Let's get one more card here, and then we'll go to our cards of advice. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. You guys are rejecting something. You're leaving it out in the cold. This is a very clear-cut, reading. And that's what's going to allow you to really get to work and to really expand with something. All right? God just needed you to see something that may have hurt first. But, again, there was something that was very disappointing here. Where you know that you can't go back. You know that you can't let things stay the same. All right, guys? So let's get some cards of advice, Leo. If this is resonating with you guys so far, there's links in the description below to donate, as well as my wish list if you guys want to surprise me and bless the home. And of course, my loves, I do offer personal readings. Make sure that you guys sign up with your email on my website so that you get emails every time I do a discount. I always try to do like a little discount during the weekend, randomly during the week. Okay. All right. So, Leo, what is going on with you? What advice or message does Spirit want to leave you with? Death card reversed. Nine of Swords reversed. King of Swords reversed. And whatever you're leaving behind, I don't think that you're 100% over it, okay? But you just know that you worry so much less without something, all right? This could have been something or someone abusive, mentally, physically, emotionally, verbally. Okay, but it's something that just felt like such a loss. It's something that was just way too reckless for you to be part of. Knight of Swords reversed here. We have the Queen of Wands. Now, guys, you can still find yourself even if you're not 100% over this, okay? Spirit is saying it is possible for you to get 100% back to yourself without being 100% over this. Okay. And it makes you a much more powerful person just within yourself, guys. So, again, take the path of least resistance here. Don't give grace to something that's bringing chaos into your life. We have the Ace of Swords. So starting brand new, cutting out some BS that doesn't serve you. And we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, guys, something was spreading you way too thin. Something was exhausting. And that's why it was doing such a number on you. All right, but you do find stability. And with the Five of Pentacles reversed, all the areas where you felt lack are now being replenished. Okay, but yeah, there's just something reckless that you were doing yourself such an injustice by giving this grace. So Spirit is saying don't give this grace anymore. Okay. I love you guys so much. Again, if you guys need anything from me, check out the description below this video. I also have all my social media handles there. So also check out my TikTok. I do a daily energy every day for the collective. Take care, guys.